Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and as you guys know, the Halloween Terror event came back to Overwatch yesterday, and I made a whole bunch of videos. I did a loot box opening video, I did a skin video, I did a whole bunch, so if you want to go check that out, you totally can. But for this video, I just kind of wanted to review the whole entire event, because I've been doing this for every single event ever since like the Christmas event, and especially the ones where they bring it back, because, I don't know, it's kind of fun to look back at the old events, see what they did good, see what they did bad, did they over-deliver, did they under-deliver, and just see what the community kind of says about the new event. And I do want to hear your guys' thoughts when it comes to this new event, because it seems like this is probably the one that has the most amount of mixed reviews when it comes to, well, bringing it back an old event. Obviously, there's only been two, but I kind of see a lot of people not really as hyped for it. And obviously, there are some people that are really hyped for it. Me, personally, I'm kind of in the middle. It's like, yeah, I'm really excited about it, but there's some parts that's like, oh, I felt like Blizzard could have done a little bit better. You will hear that in the video, but seriously, I do want to hear your guys' thoughts when it comes to this event. But the first thing with every review, you know we got to talk about the skins, because this is something that most people care about, I want to be honest. But also the other items, like me personally, I'm a big fan of the highlight intros, because well, we always see it in like the play of the game and the play of the match or whatever. Everybody gets to see it, and I just kind of like it. It's like a little mini movie when you get to see Mei or get to see Genji or whatever the case may be. So I'm a big fan of it, but when it comes to the items, just disregarding the skin part, because we will talk about that, when it comes to the items, I felt like it was pretty like lackluster. And I'm not trying to blame Blizzard or anything, because they did a phenomenal job when it comes to the skins, but I felt like they just didn't provide as much like highlight intros or even the sprays. I was a little confused in the all skins like items video, because I wasn't seeing any sprays. And I know there's gonna be someone who's like, oh, Bro You Whack, you always complain about the skins. But the thing, like, not the skins, the sprays. Yes, I sometimes do complain about sprays, but I'm a little bit surprised. So like, where did all the efforts go? Did it go towards the skins? Because if that's the case, then that's okay. And again, I'm not trying to blame Blizzard, because they work very, very hard when they bring an event like this, but they're bringing back an older event, you know what I mean? That's my only gripe when it comes to the items, is that I felt like they could have maybe brought a little bit more highlight intros, or maybe a little bit more victory poses, even though they did bring a lot of these new victory poses, like with the pumpkin with Orisa and Tracer and Hanzo. They look dope, but I don't know, man. Maybe they could have done a little bit more. But if we did want to talk about something a little bit more important, I'm talking about the skins, baby. But I feel like this is something that more people are kind of mixed about when it comes to liking the skins or not liking the skins. Now, when it comes to me, I love all the skins. I'm gonna be straight up, I love any depiction of a hero in a legendary format, whether it's like just a shiny new skin or creepy new skin, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna love it no matter what, because I know Blizzard put in a lot of time and effort into making it. I know some people that will think, oh, it just takes 2 minutes. No, dude, it does not. It takes a lot longer than that. I don't know how long it takes to make all these skins, but I'm sure it takes a lot of power and a lot of man effort and a lot of creativity, and I can kind of vouch for that, because I post every single day, and sometimes it takes a toll on you. But when it comes to the skins, the only gripe that I have with it, it's not even like a bad thing. It's just more or less like, why is it in the Halloween event? Because you want to look at something like the Symmetra skin, which is one of my favorite skins, by the way. I just want to clarify, the Symmetra skin is probably either the number 2 or number 3 favorite skin on this list from me. Obviously, number 1 is gonna be Mei, but it's just like a dragon. Like, I mean, okay, I know little kids dress up as dragons, but that's not really Halloween theme. Some people will say, oh, there's this folklore. It's like, dude, I don't read. Okay, I don't read a lot. That's why my English isn't that great, and that's my first language. But then we look at someone like Cthulhu. Now that definitely is a folklore. The Cthulhu Zenyatta skin, that's not really Halloween. Now you can say, oh, it's terror or it's scary. Dog, I'm thinking about like vampires and pumpkins and werewolves. There's not even a single werewolf skin that they could have easily implemented with, okay, there is the Hanzo skin, but I'm talking about like an actual werewolf with like Winston or something, you know? So really the only bad thing that I have with the skins is that it's not really like Halloween themed, you know? They're more or less just scary terror figures in a sense. And I know that still fits the scary factor of Halloween, but that's why I really like the Pirate Anna skin or the Torbjorn Viking skin, because people actually dress up as those things. And I know Halloween isn't always about costumes. Sometimes it is about folklores and stuff, but maybe this just comes down to what I kind of expected from a legendary skin from the Halloween event. But I just want to hear your guys' thoughts, because when I see even something like the Zarya 80 skin, that was probably top 3, because it's so out there. But another thing that you have to remind yourself is that it really fits her. She's always about lifting. She's always about activity. She's always just about getting exercise and active. And it says that on her shirt. She's wearing leg warmers, so it really does fit the character of Zarya. That's why I really liked it. Zenyatta, about it, Cthulhu, like, it looks cool. I'm not saying that it doesn't look amazing. It looks so awesome. It's just like, oh, okay, it's just random, you know? But next thing I did want to talk about was the maps. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna spend 7 billion minutes talking about this and analyze every single little detail, because honestly, it's just A-pluses around the board. Blizzard outperformed themselves once again. So not only did they bring back Halloween Hollywood, I have so much trouble saying that. That's just a great map. Sure, they just kind of dimmed the lights. Well, they didn't just do that. I'm gonna be honest. They just completely just changed the assets, like the trucks with hay bales and stuff like that. But on top of that, they brought Hollywood Eichenwald, bruh, the Junkenstein map. Now, that's something that, oh, they should have done that already, because they already made it into the map. But again, it takes so much man hours to redesign a map aesthetically, change little details, add posters. So that's why I'm giving it an A+. It's just the little things that makes you really appreciate Overwatch. That's why GTA does so great, is because they have little tiny things that makes it so special, and people catch on to that and they appreciate it. So A+ all around the maps. They did beautiful job. And the last thing I want to talk about was the game mode, because the game mode is so important when it comes to the event, because the skins last, like, or hyped for the first day and also the last day, because, oh, well, you want to get the main skin or you want to get the Mercy skin. The game mode lasts the whole entire event, and this is something that, well, do you get tired of it the first day, or does it last a pretty long time? That's why I really like the changes to Lucio Ball, because they added competitive Lucio Ball, and that made you want to go back to it. I don't know if that's just me and having this competitive bone in my body, wanting to continue just to rank up and just to be quote-unquote better than the competition, but they didn't have that for Junkenstein's Revenge, and it's understandable because it's a PvE game mode. It's very hard to do that, but since they already have an endless mode, why don't they just include that into the game mode? You know what I mean? But they did add this endless mode, which is something that I actually wanted. So don't think that I'm not happy with it. I'm tremendously happy with it, because it takes the original Call of Duty Zombies model and just adds its own Junkenstein's Revenge twist on it, and that's what I really like about it. But is it going to last the whole entire event? Obviously, it's the second day. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to love it the whole event, or I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to hate it. But what I like about it is that they kind of just added to it, the endless mode, and also how they just add more just bosses, like multiply the Roadhogs and the Mercies. It gets to a point where it's like, okay, you can't even do anything, even on the easiest level. And on top of that, they did also add 4 heroes: Genji, Widowmaker, Torbjorn, and Zenyatta, so that does help a little bit. My first question when I went into it, it's like, why didn't they add all the heroes? You know, I'm not even griping with it, because I think I know the answer, and I think it's because Blizzard is just protecting us from us, because I'm sure some heroes didn't work. Why didn't they add Zarya? Why didn't they add Orisa? I'm sure they tested it, and they realized, guys, these heroes just do not work. Let's protect them so that people aren't seen as throwing when they pick one hero, even though they Widowmaker in there. So that's my only reasoning why they didn't have all the heroes added into the game, because they knew it's like, okay, people will pick D.Va and they will automatically assume, oh, this guy is throwing, even though that's their main, even though they only play that hero in quick play, which isn't a bad thing, but they see Junkenstein's Revenge, so like, okay, let me play D.Va because that's what I'm used to. I don't want to play someone like Zenyatta because, well, he doesn't really fit my play, so that type of thing. So that's something I can kind of live with, but I still would have liked to see like May or something, even though, again, it probably wouldn't work just for the design of the fast pace, all these heroes. It's just, I think it's a good thing that they didn't add all the heroes. But again, maybe you guys want to see all the heroes too. Maybe they can add it in the near future into like the arcade, because they did that with the Chinese New Year Capture the Flag event. They saw that Capture the Flag was such an awesome game mode, even though it was a little bit broken, but they still kept it in. So maybe they'll finally add the PvE game mode, because again, there's nothing in the game that isn't PvE. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Personally, again, I loved Lucio Ball because it was a different experience every single time. And you can go back and say, oh, then why do you like Call of Duty Zombies so much? I can't explain it, okay? I love Call of Duty Zombies because that was just my first game. But when it comes to PvE, it's a different experience every single time. But that's why I appreciate both type of game modes, PvE and PvP. The repetitive, just wanting to just climb and get better. But I think that could have been enhanced if they wanted to add a competitive mode, which I even said in my video where I wanted an endless mode that if they were to add competitive, oh my, it would be so beautiful. Maybe they'll add that in the near future. Who knows? Maybe they want to see how people like just like the new Junkenstein Revenge game mode. But again, this event, it might sound like I'm hating on it. That could not be any more farther from the truth. I love this event. I love the new skins. There's just some things that I'm a little confused about on why they delivered it, because we look at the Summer Games event. I personally love that event. That's probably one of my favorite, even right next to the Winter Wonderland event with May Snowball Offensive. Lucio Ball competitive, I loved it. The skins were out there and they really did would fit the characteristics of all the heroes. You know, Soldier 76, he's a dad, he's awkward, he's wearing socks with sandals, and he's a grill master. So McCree, he's a hunk, he's shirtless, he has this straw hat, and he has a towel, and he's a lifeguard. You know, it fits him. Widowmaker, she's sexy, she's elegant, and she's wearing a dress but not too skimpy. You know, they all fit the heroes. When I see something like the Zenyatta Cthulhu skin, it doesn't fit him. Do I still like it? Yes. I just want you guys to be clear on that. I really do like a lot of these skins. When we look at Zarya, sure, it doesn't really fit the Halloween vibe, even though, well, people dress up as 80s, like, workout people, but it fits her because, well, she's so, like, buff, and she's an athletic hero of Russia. So, again, this event is out there. It's really different, but I'm still excited to see what they're going to do for the Winter Wonderland event, because they're going to see reviews like this and improve on that. So I do want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you like this event? Do you not like it? Do you think last year's event was better? Do you think that the Summer Games event for 2017 was better? Just let me know and what you would like to see improved on. So I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.